Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
That did have some kind of melting going on may very well have some black ice, and you hate to get through 2 weeks of the bad weather we've had just to do something to your car, to yourself on a day when it's starting to melt away. But in any case, Harrison County and Nicholas County, the boys playing first, the girls will play after that. As we mentioned back on January the 3rd in Carlisle, Nicholas County defeated the Thoroughbreds 66-48, using their size inside to get them that win. So the 5-17 Thoroughbreds against the 16-7 Nicholas County Blue Jackets. Jumping center for Nicholas County will be Braxton Martin. So we're about to get this game underway. I would imagine Donovan Walker will be jumping center for Harrison County, or possibly Landon Kinney. We'll just have to wait and see. Cheerleaders are here. Band is here. Monday night. I think they might try to go to school tomorrow, maybe. They might have tried to go to there today. I just passed by the bus barn so early in the morning, I can't tell. I just know that at 7 o'clock it's dark. All right, Breds break ranks. We're about to get this game underway from here on the hilltop. These two teams may very well meet again. If they do, they'll be in the district final. All right, here we go. Referee says, everybody ready? Ball is up, and the tap controlled by Nicholas County. Getting the basketball was Smith. Smith gets it into the hands of Hatton. Hatton across the timeline, facing a 2-3 Harrison zone. Up top with the ball is Hatton to the right side. He'll find Martin. Martin back up top in between the circles to Hatton. Back to Martin, back to Hatton to the left side. He'll get the ball on the baseline to Blake. Blake puts up a 10-footer, rolls off the rim, no good. And coming down with the rebound will be Green. In the front court with the basketball for the Thoroughbreds. Out top is Midden. Pass to the right side to Green, long range. Green to the top of the key, stops, gets the ball to Walker. Walker to the left side to Midden. Midden now drives, gets it out top to Kinney. Now to the right side, long range, into the hands of Craycraft. Back to Kinney, who's in front of the Nicholas County bench. All this happening beyond the perimeter. Reds showing a lot of patience. With the basketball between the circles is Walker. Hands it off to Craycraft. In the corner, gets the ball to Midden. Midden, a pass out on the wing on this side to Craycraft once again. He'll look over to Coach Case to get the call. Here's a pass on the wing once again, this time to Midden. Midden drives, kicks it up top now to Walker. Walker to the far side near the hash mark to Craycraft. Now Craycraft goes to the basket and lays it in. Nice drive that time by Craycraft. And Harrison County is up 2-0. 6.5 left to go in the first quarter with the basketball down by 2, Nicholas. Over on the right side, he'll find Martin. Martin down low to Blake. Martin gets the ball back and lays it up and in. Braxton Martin ties the score at 6-2, or 2-2. 6-2. In the front court with the basketball for Harrison County will be Midden. Get it to Walker. Walker back up top to Midden once again. Midden lobs the ball in between the circles of Craycraft. Now to the right side finds Green. Green back up top to Kinney, long range. 2-2 your score with the basketball on the right side. Midden, he'll give the ball to Craycraft. Craycraft drives, stops, up and under move. Shot is blocked, and the rebound pulled down by Simons. Into the front court come the Jackets trying to take the lead. There's a pass down low, knocked out of bounds though on a nice hustle play by Walker. Nicholas will maintain possession. 5:41 left to go in the first quarter. 2-2 your score from his own baseline. To trigger the inbounds pass will be Simons. Simons looking, lobs to the top of the key. Here's a three fired up and no good. Rebound by Blake. His putback is going to be good. And the Blue Jackets have their first lead of the ball game at 4-2. Into the front court with the basketball will be Harrison County, trailing by 2. Now with the basketball, Craycraft outside. He'll get it into the hands of Green. Green looks to his right, passes that way to Kenny beyond the perimeter. Now to the middle where Midden is. Midden stops, pops, puts up a shot. Might have been partially blocked. It's off the mark. Midden gets his own rebound, puts it back up, no good, but he's fouled. Well, we're showing a little more hip-hop in our step tonight than we normally do. That's good to see. Midden will be going to the line for the first time tonight. On the year, a 73% free throw shooter. Trying to retie this score. First free throw by Jack is good. This Harrison County back to within 1. At 4-3. Second free throw upcoming for the tie. The free throw's up and perfect. 4-4 is now your score. Into the front court come the Blue Jackets. Pass up top to Hatton, long range. Hatton now gets it to the left elbow to Smith. Smith backs in to the basket, puts it up and in. Caden Smith's first 2 points gets his team back up top by a score of 6-4. Nothing but layups so far. 4:36 left to go in the first quarter. Here's a long 3 by Kenny. Banks it in. Banked in Joe Cochran at State Farm 3-pointer. And Harrison County has recaptured the lead at 7-6. A lot of contact away from the ball, and now we're going to have an illegal screen set by Simons. So on the turnover, give the ball back to Harrison County. 4:19 left to go here in the first quarter. With the basketball, Craycraft. Boy, it's a tournament atmosphere, too. Across the timeline comes Craycraft. Gets to the right side to Midden. Midden goes baseline to the block. Backs up. Gets it to Kenny on the right side. Now in between the circles to Craycraft. He'll get the ball to Walker, who fires the 3-pointer. A little bit long this time. No good. And the rebound is going to be pulled in by Smith. In the front court on the right side, long range is Simons. He'll get it to Hatton at the top of the key. Hatton backs up, gets to the foul line to Smith. Smith in the paint. He'll find Simons, who puts it up and in. Ty Simons with his first 2 points. And Nicholas County seesaws back out on top, 8-7. 3.5 left to go in the first quarter. With the basketball up top is Craycraft. Craycraft lost control of the basketball, and the loose ball is going to be picked up by the Blue Jackets. In the front court on the left side is Martin. Martin with some college offers. Gets it to the left elbow. No look pass to the right side to Simons, who misses the 3. And coming down with the rebound will be Landon Kenny. His first rebound of the game. Harrison County still leading 8-7. 3:04 left to go in the first quarter. Up top, Kenny. To the left side, finds Craycraft. He'll fire a 3, air ball. Ew. Blake standing there underneath the basket, gets the rebound. Into the front court, here's a hook shot put up and in by Smith. That'll be Caden Smith. Second basket, puts his team up 10-7. 2:40 left to go in the first quarter. With the basketball, Midden gets it to the right side to Walker, long range. Walker up top to Craycraft. Craycraft takes a look inside, now backs it back up near the center circle to reset the offense. Now here he goes, stops in the paint, puts up an off-balance 10-footer off the flange, no good, and Smith with the rebound. Up the floor come the Jackets. There's a pass into the corner to Hatton, and now a steal by Green. Good anticipation that time by Blake. Foul's going to be called on Martin. That'll be Martin's first personal foul. Coming in the game for Harrison County, Aaron Jackson. Jackson, the 5'10 senior, averaging 2.6 points a game. Walking the ball up the floor, his team down by 3 is Midden. So we hit the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Midden races past Hatton into the front court, stops at the top of the key, gets the ball to the elbow on the near side to Green, and Green is going to be called for a travel. Looked like he was being hugged by Martin, but the official says he traveled instead. So with the basketball, Nicholas County leading 10-7. Cross timeline comes Simons. Simons on the left wing, moves in between the circles, passes it to the far side. Here's a pass inside now, being bobbled, but picked up by Smith. His shot no good. Blake with the rebound. Shot no good again, gets the rebound again, and this time it will be good. He is just such a load inside. It's hard to stop him. But he's able to get the bucket. And will try the old-fashioned three-point play. Puts his team up 12-7. 1:39 left to go in the first quarter. Free throw by the big man is good. Blake with 5 points now. And a 13-7 lead for the Blue Jackets. With the basketball, 90 seconds left to go in the quarter is Green. Gets it up top, ball knocked away, and the loose ball is going to be a jump ball between Midden and Hatton. Possession arrow will face Harrison County's way. So Breds have given up 8 consecutive points. From the near sideline, near the hash mark, Green looking to get the ball in bounds. Somebody get open. Now he finds Walker inside the center circle. Walker moves to the left elbow, now down to the left block. Stopped there by Blake. He'll get it on the wing to Midden. Midden drives to the basket. His shot off the glass is good. Nice basket time by Jack. Harrison County is back to within 4 at 14-9. A minute left to go in the first quarter. Here's a three, no good. Putback is also no good. And now it's going to drop off the hands of Simons. So Harrison County with the basketball, trailing 13-9. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Cross timeline comes Jackson. Jackson, a pass to the left side, long range. He'll find Midden. Midden moves to the top of the key, behind the back dribble, gets it out top to Kenny. Thought about the NBA three, but wisely turned it down. Now gets it on the baseline to Green. Green gets it to Midden. His layup is missed. And on the rebound, should be a foul on Blake. Blocks Midden more than Midden missed the shot. Yep, that'll be Blake's first personal foul as well. It's going to be a common foul. So from his own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Midden. Gets it to Kenny in the corner. Kenny picks up his dribble now. Finds Jackson at the far hash mark. 30 seconds left to go in the quarter. Harrison County down by 4 still. Pass to Walker on the right side. Gets it to Green in front of the Nicholas County bench. Green back up top inside the center circle to Kenny. Now to Midden. Midden double team. Gets it to Walker, left side three-point try. Off the flange, no good. And the rebound is brought down by Simons. Into the front court come the Jackets. Hatton, fall-away jumper from 15, hits the side of the backboard. And now we're going to have a foul on Harrison County's Green. Are you kidding me? There's no contact there. It'll be Green's first personal foul. Or, excuse me, his second foul. Hatton will go to the line. First free throw is good on the air. Hatton is an 80% free throw shooter. That's pretty good shooting. Puts his team back up by 6 at 15-9. And second free throw is also good. Here's a three at the buzzer, no good. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, your score, Nicholas County 15, Harrison County 9. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Up by a score of 15-9 as they go on a 10-2 run to finish up the first quarter. And right now lead by a 6-point margin. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Inbounds pass will come to Simons as Nicholas County will have the ball to begin things here in the second quarter. With the basketball on the right side is Hatton looking for help. He'll get it down on the block. Shot put up no good by Martin. And the rebound is going to be pulled in by Midden. Up the floor come the Breds. Right side Craycraft long range. He'll get it back inside the center circle to reset the offense. Dribbles to the right side. Gets to Walker. Walker steps inside the arc. Goes down to the block. And is trapped. And as he tries to throw the ball out of there, a couple of different thoroughbreds go for the ball, but neither one of them was able to get to it, and it goes out of bounds. Give the ball back to the Blue Jackets. This is a Nicholas County team you don't want to get too far behind, because once they get you down by like 10, it's going to be awfully difficult because of their size. And Hatton's a good ball handler, as Simons. They've got a good, complete team. With the basketball racing to the basket as Simons' ball's loose. Loose ball picked up by Smith, who puts it up and in. Caden Smith with 6 points. Gets his team up by a score of 17-9. 7 minutes left to go in the first half play. We need a bucket. With the basketball, Craycraft on the left side, moves to the top of the key. Now gets it over to the near side in front of the Nicholas County bench to Walker. Walker drives to the basket, puts it up and in, and he is fouled. And Donovan will be going to the line for a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Good drive by Donovan Walker. Gets his team back to within 6 at 17-11. Checking in for Nicholas County, Corbin True. True buried us the first time these two teams played with a career-high 17. 6-foot sophomore, only averaging 3.9. 6:45 on the clock. Walker at the line. On the year, just a 49% free throw shooter. Free throw up and very short, no good. Rebound picked up by Chris Shepard, who's in the game, but he can't make the layup. And the rebound comes into the front court for Nicholas County. Up top with the basketball is Pat Hatton. Hatton looks to the left, finds Simons there. Now Simons gets it to the far side, once again to Hatton, back to Simons. Simons thought about a drive, but now will skip the pass over to the far side to True. To the foul line, he'll find Martin. Pull-up jumper, good. Braxton Martin with 4 points. And Martin puts his team up now by a score of 19-11. We can't trade baskets with these fellas. They're too good. With the basketball on the near side is Walker. Walker drives into the paint, stops, looks for help. Somebody come and help him. And now he'll find Craycraft at the top of the key. Sawyer moves inside the arc. Now goes down to the block, kicks it inside to Shepard. His layup is good. Chris Shepard's first points of the game. Harrison County back to within 6 at 19-13. 5:37 left. Here's a long three, good by Hatton. He hit that one from downtown Carlisle. His first tray of the game. Peyton Hatton puts his team up now by a score of 22-13. That was a long three-pointer. Now going to the basket is Craycraft, who lays it up and in. 4 points for Sawyer. Harrison County back to within 7 at 22-15. 5:17 left to go in the first half. With the basketball in the front court, Nicholas County. Here's a pass down low, intended for Simons. It's knocked away, and the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Nicholas County, so Harrison County will get the ball back. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and the Phillies. Craycraft with the basketball across the timeline. His team down by 7. Gets it on the wing to Walker. Walker down on the baseline. Finds Midden. Forces up a shot, but it's good. Good strong move that time by Jack. and Harrison County back to within a 5 spot at 22-17. Nicholas County, though, has the basketball. Hatton up top. Almost traveled, gets the ball to the foul line. To Martin, his shot's no good. And grabbing the rebound, Walker. And here come the Breds. Into the front court with the basketball is Walker. Free throw line jump shot off to the left. But Shepard goes and gets the offensive rebound. Nice hustle that time by the sophomore, but then he throws it away. Into the front court come the Blue Jackets. Ball's knocked away from on that end of the floor as well. And as they dive for that loose ball, a timeout is going to be called by Nicholas County, as they had possession just long enough for Coach Morris to call that timeout. Just a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Right at 4 minutes left to go in the first half of play. And the Blue Jackets right now leading 22-17. At El Paracutan, daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. This is the first of 2 games tonight. After the fellas get done, the ladies will take to the floor with Harrison County's Phillies playing the Lady Jackets of Nicholas County. That game also should be a good close contest, or at least I hope it is. In the game, same 5 still in the game for Harrison County. Out of the timeout. I think it was supposed to be Nicholas County's ball. Now the officials conferring. Now I'm 99.9% sure that's Nicholas County's ball, because they had possession to call the timeout on that scramble for the loose ball. Now the officials concur. And from his own baseline, Simons will trigger the inbounds pass. Simons looking, lobs it up top. Citru gets to the far hash mark. Shot put up and good by Martin. Braxton Martin is a darn good basketball player. Puts his team up 24-17. 3:47 left to go here in the first half. Harrison County down by that 7-point margin. A football score, actually, 24-17. 3.5 left on the clock. With the basketball, Kenny, long range left side. Bounce pass to the near side to Midden. Midden in the corner finds Walker in front of the Nicholas County bench. He'll get it down on the block to Kenny. Off-balance shot is no good, and the rebound this time is pulled in by Smith. In the corner, a 3 fired up by Hatton is no good. Rebound, though, is going to be picked up by True. Here's another 3 put by Hatton, no good. This time, though, it's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it was knocked out of bounds by Nicholas County. We'll take it. For over 70 years, Weber Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Midden with the basketball in the front court, gets to the top of the key to Shepard. Now to the right side, long range to Craycraft. Craycraft backs it back out again and gets the ball to Kenny inside the center circle. Over to the left side, he'll find Walker. Walker looks to his left, passes to his right. Now gets it beyond the perimeter on that right side to Midden. Ball's knocked away. Loose ball picked up, though, by Kenny. Looks inside. Ball is knocked away for real this time, as Nicholas County will pick it up. Into the front court come the Jackets. Up top, Hatton with the basketball. He'll back it back out again for an NBA 3. Good. From deep downtown Carlisle, maybe closer to headquarters this time, is Peyton Hatton, as he puts his team out in front by 10, 27-17, matching the Blue Jackets' largest lead. Into the front court with the basketball comes Craycraft. Pass to the far hash mark to Walker. And now a whistle away from the ball. And we're going to have a foul whistled against Hatton, and that'll be Hatton's first. Preston Blake will check back into the game for the Blue Jackets. From his own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Midden. Cynthia and the Hardys want you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardy's in Cynthiana. From the baseline, Midden looking, lobs it inbounds to Shepard. Back to Midden in the corner. Midden drives into the paint, splits a double team. Shot's no good. Rebound comes out to Kenny, who goes back to the basket. His shot is good, and he is fouled. And he'll have a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play. Nice drive to the basket that time by Kenny. Landon gets his team back to within 8 at 27-19, and hopefully he'll get an old-fashioned three-point play. Kenny on the season, a 71% free throw shooter. His first trip to the line tonight with exactly 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Kenny's free throws up and good. The Breds are back to within 7 at 27-20. Into the front court here, the shot put up no good by Nicholas County. Martin gets the rebound. He'll feed Smith, who puts it up and in. Give him 8 points now. Rebound, as we said, by Martin. Harrison County down by 9 once again, 29-20. Minute and a half left to go in the first half. Like to get into the locker room down by no more than 4 or 5. With the basketball, Midden to the right side finds Walker long range. Walker directing a little traffic from in front of the Blue Jacket bench. Dumps it down low to Kenny. Shot from the block is no good. And this time the rebound pulled in by Smith. Up the floor with the basketballs now is Hatton. Hatton stops on the wing, skip pass to the near side to Martin, gets it into the paint to True, who finds Smith, who puts it up and in. Caden Smith with 10 first half points. Puts his team up by 11 at 31-20. 55 seconds left to go in the half. Craycraft with the basketball at the right elbow. Oh, almost traveled. And he more than just almost traveled, he did travel. So give the ball back to the Jackets. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. Into the game for Harrison County, Lawson Hunt. Hunt, a 6'3 senior, averaging 1.6 points per game. Nicholas County with the basketball. 45 seconds left to go in the half. They lead by 11. Let's see if they go for the last shot of the first half. Hatton with the basketball inside the center circle. Pass to the far side, finds Smith. Back up top to Hatton once again. Now to the left side to Smith. In the corner finds True. True back up top to Hatton once again as he stares at the clock and sees there's 25 seconds on it. We had a couple of ties and 3 lead changes early, but a 10-2 run midway through the first quarter has given Nicholas County this present 11-point lead. With the basketball now is Simons to the right side. Here's a 3 fired by Smith. No good off the flange. Gets its own rebound. His putback is also no good. Rebound still on the floor. Being chased after with 2 seconds left. Here's a half-court shot that is also no good. So a lot of good attempts that time by Caden Smith. He just could not get that ball to finally fall down. So at the end of one half of play, your score, Nicholas County 31, Harrison County 20. Exciting first half of basketball. We'll now invite you to join us for our halftime show, brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm. We'll go over all the scoring and stats from this first half of play from here on the hilltop, the first of what will be a boy-girl doubleheader. But once again, your halftime score, Nicholas County 31, Harrison County 20. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Consider two.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow.
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Pulmonologist Dr.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Scoring first for Nicholas County. They're led by Caden Smith, who has 10 points here at the break. When these two teams played the first time back in January, Smith had just 9 points overall, so he's already ahead of that pace. 7 points for Peyton Hatton, including a couple of long-range three-pointers. 6 points for Braxton Martin, 6 points as well for Preston Blake, and a couple of points for Ty Simons. The only player who got to the game but did not score was Corbin Trude. Meanwhile, for Harrison County, they're paced by a couple of players with 6 points apiece. Both Landon Kinney and Jack Bitten have a half a dozen points. 4 points for Sawyer Craycraft, and then 2 points each for Donovan Walker and Chris Shepard. Also playing but not scoring were Blake Green, Aaron Jackson, and Lawson Hunt. That's the way the individual numbers stack up. We'll take a break, come back, and tell you what the team stats look like right after this timeout. But once again, your halftime score, Nicholas County 31, Harrison County 20. You're listening to the Halftime Show, brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm on WCYN Sports.
Feed your farm with...
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents
Just off
wear
I-75
a lot of
at
hats.
exit 120.
They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
As did our third.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
A 5 from beyond the perimeter. Meanwhile, Nicholas County 13 for 30, that's 43.3%. They tried 8 shots from beyond the arc and made 2. From the free throw line, not a lot of free throws were actually attempted. Harrison County was 3 for 4 for 75%, while Nicholas County, perfect 3 for 3. Turnovers, Harrison County had 6 compared to 2 for Nicholas County. And the rebounding battle was won by Nicholas County, as you might imagine. 9 offensive and 8 defensive rebounds for our 17, for Nicholas County 17. Leading the way for the Blue Jackets was Caden Smith, who along with his team leading 10 points also has a team best 7 rebounds. Meanwhile, for Harrison County, 2 offensive and 6 defensive rebounds. They're led in rebounding in the first half by a trio of players with 2 rebounds apiece, those being Landon Kinney, Jack Bitten, and Chris Shepard. So there are your stats for the first half, both individually and team-wise. Still a very close ball game, just 11 points. We can make that up rather easily. Well, maybe not easily, but we can make it up. So hopefully we'll catch fire, get a couple of baskets and a couple of stops early in the third, get the momentum back on our side, try and get this game back on ours for our lead for our team. So with that, I want to remind you that you've been listening to the halftime show brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm. Your halftime score, Nicholas County 31, Harrison County 20. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
When you purchase.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Group to feed. The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. The Thoroughbreds will be back in action 2 days from now as they'll head up to northern Kentucky to Bishop Brossart to take on the Mustangs, who are having kind of a year like we are, I think, at least from what I read. Not a big successful boys team record. Now the girls are like 22-2. So coming up to Alexandria to cheer on your Thoroughbreds as they take on the Mustangs of Bishop Brossart on Wednesday. Then on Saturday, we'll head over to Bourbon County to take on our arch rivals. All right, Harrison County with the basketball to begin things here in the third. Walker with it now, lobs it over to the far side to Midden down on the baseline. He'll get the ball to Kenny. Back to Midden from the corner for 3. Got it! Jack Midden with a Joe Cochran at State Farm three-pointer, and that is just what the doctor ordered. Harrison County back to within 8 at 31-23. Opening moments of the third quarter. In the front court with the basketball, the Blue Jackets. At the elbow, Smith passes the ball to Simons. Simons forces up a shot, no good. Rebound being knocked around, and Simons comes up with it. He'll kick it back outside. There's a shot put up and good by Hatton. 9 points now for Peyton Hatton. Puts his team back up by 10, 33-23. With the basketball comes Midden up into the front court in front of the stable Walker. He'll spin into the paint, might have traveled. one or two times, and they caught him for it again. This is an experienced crew. He can't get away with that stuff against them, so just go straight to the basket next time, Donovan. Up the floor and into the front court comes Simons. Simons looks to his left, now dribbles over to his right, and now in front of his bench, picks up the dribble and gives it to Hatton. Back up top to Simons. To the left side, here's a three fired by Martin, in and out. And the rebound is going to be picked up by Kenny. Up the floor come the Thoroughbreds, down by 10. Here's a three by Walker, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Craycraft, his putback is also no good. And down with the rebound will come Caden Smith. In the front court, a long three by Hatton is good. He's put up three from way deep down in Nicholas County somewhere. And his time out is going to be called by Harrison County. See if it's a 30 or a full. It's just going to be a 30, so we'll keep it right here. But Patton is on a roll as he puts his team up by their largest margin at 36-23. 6:14 left to go in the third quarter. Thoroughbreds can't afford to get much farther behind than this. This has to be it right here. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now. Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 to learn more about it. Breds with just 5 games left, so definitely in the stretch drive of the regular season. Postseason begins in a couple of weeks all across the Commonwealth. Last I saw, Madison Central, the #1 team in the state, and right now the odds-on favorite to take the big championship trophy back to Richmond. But that's a long ways away. Already out of the timeout, Green will try to get the ball in bounds against a full court press. Finds Kenny. Kenny gets it back into the hands of Midden, and they'll break off the press. Midden up the floor against Hatton. Across the timeline on the far side of the circle, now to the hash mark in front of the stable. Up top now to Kenny. To the left side finds Walker. Walker dishes it off now to Midden in the corner. Midden back up top to Kenny once again. Kenny fires an NBA three off the front of the rim, no good. And the long rebound is going to be chased down by Simons. Into the front court come the Blue Jackets. Pass to the right side to Martin, long range. Martin gets it to Blake. Blake up top to Simons. Simons, pass to the near side to Hatton. Hatton gets to Simons on the baseline. He'll get it to Smith. Smith back to Simons. His 10-footer is no good. And a foul is going to be whistled against Preston Blake. That'll be back into the game. Martin returns as Blake will have a seat with those fouls. It's been saddled with foul trouble all game long, but still has 6 points. Down by 13, Harrison with the basketball. Walker with it with 5:20 left to go in the third to Kenny. Still lots of basketball to be played. Kenny to Craycraft. Craycraft from the paint puts up a shot, no good. And down with the rebound is Smith. Craycraft's getting good looks, they're just not going down. Up top with the basketball, Simons in the corner. A three try is no good on the offside. The rebound will be picked up by Midden. Up the floor come the Thoroughbreds. Midden to Walker. Walker will bring it back out front and get it to Craycraft. Craycraft will reset the offense. Now makes a move to the left side. In front of his own bench, goes into the paint. Gets it to Kenny, 10-footer, bounces off. Dang it. Rebound pulled in by Simons, and here come the Blue Jackets. Rushing is True, who's back in the game. He'll lob it up top and into the hands of Simons. Back to True. True goes baseline, stopped by Kenny, and as he was trying to put on the brakes didn't work very well. So on only the third turnover of the game for Nicholas County, Harrison County gets the ball back. Thoroughbreds just 7 turnovers. Up the floor with the basketball will come Craycraft. Craycraft lobs the ball to the foul line to Kenny. Now to Craycraft for three. Off to the left, no good. And a long rebound will go out of bounds. Give the ball back to Nicholas County. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and the Phillies. Here's a pass in the front court to Hatton on the right wing. He'll get it up top now to True to the foul line to Smith. Back over in the corner. A three put up, no good by Hatton. And the rebound is going to pinball out of bounds. And they're going to say it was last touched by Nicholas County. Chris Shepard about to check back in the game. At El Paracoot Daily Lunch Specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracoot. Full court pressure being applied by the Blue Jackets. Trying to get the ball in bounds will be Green, and he does to Midden. Midden up the floor against Hatton's defense. He gets into the front court easily. Stops at the right side. Step back three. Got it! Step back three that time by Jack Midden for his 12-point. Joe Cochran at State Farm three-pointer, in fact. Makes it a 10-point game at 36-26. 3:33 left to go in the third quarter. Here's a back tap from behind, and loose balls picked up by Kenny. Green into the front court to Midden, left side three, got it! Jack Midden with back-to-back Joe Cochran at State Farm three-pointers has gotten his team back to within seven at 36-29. Timeout called by Nicholas County. We'll take it as well. 3:20 left to go in the third. Your score now. Nicholas County 36, Harrison County 29. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Back threes by Jack Midden has taken what was a 13-point deficit for the Thoroughbreds and chopped it almost in half down to 7. Now the timeout, Nicholas County with the basketball. Up the floor come the blue-clad Blue Jackets. Pass to the left side to Simons, who get it to True. Back to Simons' left side. Simons in between the circles now to Hatton. He'll get it to the elbow to True. True drives, but is cut off by Green. Pass to Martin into the paint with the basketball now. True back up top to Martin. Martin has the ball back tapped away from behind. Loose ball picked up by Walker. Walker to the basket, has the ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. Good hustle play that time by Simons to make Harrison County going to have to earn it. We had the numbers there, 3-on-1. From his own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Midden. Midden from his own end zone gets the ball to Green in the corner. Up top to Kenny for three. Yes! Landon Kenny with an old-fashioned, or not old-fashioned, but Joe Cochran at State Farm three-pointer of his own. And the Breds are back to within 4 at 36-32. 2:41 left to go in the third. With the basketball at the foul line, turnaround jumper by Martin is good. Big answer that time by the senior. Puts his team back on top by 6 at 38-32. 2:25 left to go in the third. With the basketball now on the far side, Walker. Walker drives to the elbow, goes down to the block. His shot off the glass is no good, but he's fouled. Kind of wiggled his way in there. Foul's going to be on Simons. That'll be his second personal. And send Walker to the line for 2. Walker 0 for 1 from the line tonight. Has just a couple of points. First free try is no good. He'll have another, however, to try to make it a 5-point game with 2:17 left to go in the third. Free throw up and bounces off. And the rebound brought down by the Blue Jackets. Into the front court with the basketball comes Caden Smith. Gets it to the elbow to Simons, who misses the shot. And Kenny gets the rebound for Harrison. Into the front court comes Green. gets it to Kenny, now to the far side to Walker. Walker in front of the stable. Looking inside, nothing there, gets it back to Midden. And Jack will reset the offense from the far side of the midcourt circle. Drives into the paint, stops, lobs it on the baseline to Green. Green to the basket, 10-footer, bounces off the flange, and the rebound is going to be pulled in by Martin. Into the front court come the Blue Jackets. Minute 37 left to go in the period. Harrison County down by 6. Now a hook shot by Smith for his 12th point. And just like that, it didn't take long for the Blue Jackets to go back up by 8, 40-32. Minute 23 left to go in the third. Shepard to Kenny. Long range three, very short this time. Ball being pinballed around, and True comes up with the board. He'll get it back up top to Hatton, who had to climb the ladder to bring that ball down. Hatton in the paint to Martin. Turnaround jumper, good from the right elbow. 10 points now for Braxton Martin, and Harrison County trails 42-32. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Nicholas County just so fast with the basketball, going to the basket and laying it in. Will be Green. First points of the night for Blake Green. Gets his team back to within 8 at 42-34. Just 34 seconds left to go in the quarter, and it looks as though Nicholas County will be content to go for the last shot with 27 seconds left. Out top, Hatton just got the ball on his right hip to get it to the foul line to Martin. Turnaround jumper, good. Holy cow. 12 points for Braxton Martin. Harrison County back down by 10 at 44-34. Just 10 seconds left to go in the third quarter. On the far side, Green goes baseline. In the corner, finds Midden for three. In and out. And the ball will come into the hands of Braxton Martin. And that's the way that the third quarter will end. With your score, Nicholas County 44, Harrison County 34. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
He got to within as few as 5 points there in the third quarter, but then the cool, calm, and collected Blue Jackets went ahead and scored 6 straight points, and we'll go into the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead. For over 70 years, Weber Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat compartment. With the basketball, the Blue Jackets to begin things here in the fourth. Let's see if they'll chew some clock. In between the circles is Hatton to the right side to True. Back up top to Simons once again. Simons back to True. Back to Simons, the top of the key to the left side. He'll get the ball to Hatton. Hatton stops in between the circles. Pass to the right side to Simons, long range. Simons back up top to Hatton, now to the left side. He'll find Martin. Martin on the baseline to Smith. Smith backs up his defender, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, misses the shot again. And this time with the rebound is going to be Midden. In the front court, a three at the top of the key. Good! Jack Midden with his fourth. Joe Cochran at State Farm three-pointer in the second half. And Harrison County sneaking back again. Back to within 7 at 44-37. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. With the basketball in the front court, Simons. Simons to the far side to True. True to the near side, gets the ball to Hatton. Hatton to the left side to True on the baseline, finds Smith. Tries to pass the ball to Martin, but it gets away. Loose ball picked up, however, by Simons. And now we're going to have a foul call on Harrison County's Hunt. That'll be Lawson Hunt's first personal foul. From his own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Simons. Simons looking, lobs it up to the foul line to Smith. Backward pass to Hatton for a three is no good. Smith gets the rebound, and as he goes back up, he's going to be fouled. He'll also go to the line will be Smith, who now has 12 rebounds to go along with his 12 points. This will be his first trip to the line tonight. On the year, he is a 54% free throw shooter. First free try is nothing but net. Second free throw attempt to make it a 9-point game is on the way at the 6:38 mark. And good as well. Harrison County down now 46 to 37. Into the front court with the basketball will come Midden at the top of the key. Gets it to the right side to Green. Green in the paint. A floater from 10 is off the flange, and the rebound is grabbed by Smith. Up the floor come the Blue Jackets. They're not slowing down now. Here's a travel, no call. Loose ball on the floor, and it gets looser, and Harrison County picks it up. But now a bad pass into the front court, a turnover by Harrison. One turnover begets another. Now another bad pass, this time by Nicholas County. And, they're going to say it was knocked out of bounds by Harrison. It looked like the other way. Walker will check back in now for the Breds. They trail by a score of 46 to 37. Inbounds pass comes into the corner to True for a three, rattles out and then back in again. First points of the night for Corbin True. Comes at a pretty bad time if you're a Harrison County fan. 5:48 left to go. Harrison County now trailing by 12 again at 49 to 37. Midden with the basketball, moves to the top of the key, now in the paint, kicks it down on the baseline to Hunt. Back in the corner to Kenny in front of the stable. Kenny picks up his dribble, gets it to Craycraft. Craycraft goes to the basket, his shot's blocked, and the rebound pulled in by Smith. Up the floor come the Blue Jackets. Martin in the corner, gets it to True. In the corner on this side, finds Hatton, who will fire a three-point try good. Fourth tray of the night for Peyton Hatton. And Harrison County finds themselves down now by a score of 52 to 37. With 5:08 left to go. Got a timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout, so we'll take it as well. 5:08 left to go. Your score now. Nicholas County 52, Harrison County 37. You're listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Back here at the Hilltop, Harrison County down by 15 points. That's their largest deficit of the night, and 5:08 still left on the clock. Breds will have the ball out of the timeout. Midden inbounds it to Craycraft. Craycraft back to Midden, who will bring it into the front court against the defense of Peyton Hatton. Midden crosses the timeline on the far sideline. Now gets it in between the circles to Craycraft. Craycraft dribbles to the left side, gets it to Midden in front of his own bench. Midden goes baseline, cut off, gets it in the corner to Craycraft for a three off the flange. Rebound is going to come all the way out to Kenny. He'll get it to Walker. Walker at the top of the key, moves into the paint, down to the block, kicks it on the wing to Craycraft. Craycraft drives to the basket, his short shot no good, and the rebound is picked up by Kenny, no good, gets his own rebound again, and this time he is going to be fouled. Good hustle that time by Landon. He's got a double-double tonight. Well, almost a double-double, has 9 points and 7 rebounds. Kenny at the line. He is 1 for 1 on the night. 4:29 left. First free throw by the senior is on the way and bounces in there. Coming back in will be Simons for Nicholas County. Score now 52-38. And the time is 4:29. Second free throw upcoming for Kenny. It is on the way and bounces off. Dang it. Rebound will be picked up this time by Smith, who has 8 rebounds here in the second half. Blake, who's back in the game, dishes the ball off to Hatton. Now to the center circle, he'll find Simons. Simons lobs the ball to the far hash mark to Martin. Now back in between the circles, he'll find Simons. Simons to the right wing, long range to Blake. Lobs the ball inside to Smith, knocked away. And loose ball picked up by Blake. We get it on the baseline to Hatton. He'll in turn get it to Martin, who misses the shot. And now on the rebound, we're going to have a tie-up. Alternating possession arrow will give the ball back to the Thoroughbreds, as the referees encourage the kids to settle down on those scramble balls on the floor. Coming in the ball game will be Green for Harrison County. Cynthiana Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. With the basketball, the Thoroughbreds down by 14. Inbounds pass will come to Craycraft as we go under 4 minutes to go. Craycraft across the timeline, picked up by Simons on a switch. Now goes to the baseline, kicks it on the wing to Green, up top to Midden. Midden will step in between the circles. Now goes to the right side, goes down to the block. His leaner is no good, however, and the rebound brought in by Smith. He has just controlled the boards here in the second half. With the basketball in the front court on the far side, Hatton long range, gets it to the near sideline to Simons. Simons, his team up by 14. Picks up his dribble, nearly traveled, gets it to the top of the key now to Smith. And now we're going to have a foul call. I believe it's going to be on Green. That'll be Green's third personal foul. From the far side, nope, they're going to actually inbounds it from the baseline. Getting the honors will be Hatton. He'll get it on the wing to Blake, now up top to Martin. Martin drives into the paint, stops and pops from 10. Shot good, Handy is fouled. And Braxton Martin will have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. This will be Martin's first trip to the line tonight. On the year, a 73% free throw shooter. Puts his team up 54-38. Free throw up and no good. And Midden got the rebound. Into the front court with the basketball, the Thoroughbreds. Under 3 to go now. Time starting to be a factor. Midden from the foul line, jump shot good. 20 points on the night for Midden. 14 of them coming here in the second half. But now we need to get a defensive stop. Trailing 54-40. 2:43 left to go. And now a loose ball picked up by Harrison County. Craycraft to the far side. Midden for 3. No this time. The rebound is going to be picked up by Simons. There's a good look for Jack. Just couldn't go down. Into the front court come the Blue Jackets. Get it on the right side to Hatton long range. Hatton back in between the circles to Simons. Simons pass to the near side once again to Hatton. Hatton in between the circles finds Martin. Martin back to the near side to Simons long range. Simons over to Hatton. Right now Blue Jackets just chewing some clock. Hatton, his team up by 14, gets the ball to the far hash mark to Smith. Smith almost had the ball taken away, but is able to take control. Now a pass to the near corner to Simons. He'll bring it back out top to reset the offense. Pass to the right elbow to Martin. Martin goes to the basket. His shot's no good, but he's going to be fouled. With 1:44 left, we let a lot of time bleed off that clock. Fouls on Walker. That'll be his first. Sending Martin back to the line where he's 0 for 1. Two-shot foul coming up. Martin with 14 points, 3 below his season's average. First free throw is good. Extends his team's lead to 15 at 55 to 40. Second free throw by Martin is also good to give him 16. And the Blue Jackets lead 56 to 40. Minute 40 left. With the basketball, Midden on the right side. Steps inside the arc. Now back up top to Walker for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down once again by Smith, who has 7 rebounds here in the fourth quarter alone. Here's a pass to Simons. Over to the far side, finds Martin. Martin back to Simons. Stops at the block. Now kicks it back up top to Hatton once again. Good recognition of the situation by Simons, knowing that they need to run more clock than get baskets. Pass to the near side to Martin. He'll get it between the circles once again to Hatton. Hatton fouled by Green, and now Green got popped in the mouth. Martin with the basketball goes in and plays in. 18 points now for Braxton Martin. Makes the score 58 to 40. And we have less than a minute to go. Now a foul is going to be called against Preston Blake. It'll be his 5th. So he'll check out, having not played really very much because of foul trouble. 44 seconds left to go. Harrison County trails 58 to 40. Going to the line will be Walker, who is 0 for 3 tonight from the charity stripe. First free throw is good, however. Logan Harris has checked into the game. Harris, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 2.8. Said 44 seconds left. Second free throw is also good by Donovan. Makes it 52 to 48. Into the front court, we're going to have a turnover by Martin, who just wasn't paying attention to where he was on the floor. So get the ball back to the Thoroughbreds. If you have a big group to feed, the Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Harris gets the ball to Walker at the top of the key. Walker thought about the 3, now turns it down and gets the ball back to Midden. Midden rotates over to the right side in front of the stable, goes down to the block, and now gets the ball to Craycraft, who misses the point-blank range shot. Rebound brought down by guess who? Caden Smith. Got so many marks on his box on my score sheet, I'm about to run out. 15 seconds left to go. Looks as though the Breds will be content to let the clock wind down as we get to almost 0 and the final horn about to sound, signifying the end of the game. Harrison County falls to Nicholas County by a final score of 58 to 42. But I tell you what, our guys hustled their butts off tonight. Got that double-digit lead down to as few as 5, but just couldn't get over the hump after that, as Nicholas County showed why they are considered to be a very good ball team, which they are a very good ball team. Harrison County on the year drops record-wise to 5-18, while Nicholas County improves to 17-7. We invite right. Well, I want to remind everyone that the live YouTube broadcast of this game was proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports for all the regular season home games for both the Breds and the Phillies. With that, we'll invite you to stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll go over all the scoring and stats, have a chat with Coach Coach Case as well, as named our Judy Construction Company Player of the Game. But once again, from here on the hilltop, in the first of a boy-girl doubleheader, your final score, Nicholas County 58, Harrison County 42. You've been listening to Thoroughbred Basketball on WCYN Sports.